It's a tale of two Disney movies coming out this summer. One might be moving audiences to theaters, and the other might be making them moan and groan as they stay home. Toy Story 5, live action Moana, which one will die and which one will thrive? We'll tell you on the other side. What a great day, folks. I've been sitting by the edge of the YouTubes waiting for you to tune in and hear what the latest is when it comes to Disney. And boy, oh boy, do we have a story for you today. It's a head-to-head matchup with Woody and Moana, Maui and Buzz. We'll tell you what the latest Buzz is. One will do well, one will stink like Hades. Folks, click the like button and let's dive in right now. Toy Story 5 is about to be here, and Moana, the live-action movie, is also coming near to theaters. But this could go very differently. The tale of the box offices is looking drastically different. From AOL, still around, you've got news. They're hosting ComingSoon.net. Nicholas Tan writing this one. It says Toy Story 5 gets shocking box office forecast. Well, what is the shocking forecast? All right, it tells us Toy Story 5 is coming, Tom Hanks, Buzz Lightyear, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows that. It's en route to break a box office record for the Pixar series. Now, whoa, that's a big statement because Toy Story is a mega money maker. An early box office forecast for Toy Story 5 has the film now earning $150 million to $175 in its domestic opening weekend from June 19 to June 21. This is a notable increase from a prior prediction last week that had the range going from 130 to 160. Box Office Pro is reporting this. This would put it ahead of Super Mario Galaxy, and this would put it slightly ahead of a Minecraft movie and Lilo and Stitch. For reference, Toy Story 4 did 120, Toy Story 3 did 110. Now, in all fairness, both of those adjusted for inflation probably make more. Toy Story 3 a lot more, but whatever, okay. This is still a big deal that it's going to make 175. And the reason is we expect this to actually do more internationally than domestically. So what does this mean? If this movie makes 175, if Toy Story 5 comes out and does 175 domestically, this thing is headed for a $400 million worldwide opening, a $400 million. Now, we would anticipate what we expect at a Toy Story film, if it's good, and we'll talk about that in a second, that would make a 3X leg out typically. So we're looking at a film that's likely to be in contention for the biggest film of the year at $1.2 billion. That would be the expectation right now, as this is a movie on its way to $1.2 billion. Culture, I know you study these things. You care about the box office deeply. Do you believe that? Do you see that? Are you inclined to say it's not going to do so? $1.2 billion is a lot of money in today's age at theaters, but it looks like Toy Story 5 might go there.
Okay, so a lot of this is going to come down to early word of mouth and revisits of the film. Are people going to want to see a Jessie movie multiple times? You got to ask yourself that, because that's what this is central on. And many of the interviews that have been recently conducted talk about that. Disney has been very ingracious in its approach to Lasseter material, but at the same time, I look at what other similar properties have done. Can we put this at the same level of Super Mario Galaxy? I don't think so. By the way, what audience is this aiming for? It seems to be abandoning its primary audience. Could it make $1 billion? Would it surprise me? No. Could it make 1.1 billion and put itself in line with Super Mario Galaxy movie? Hard to say. I think it's possible it could finish short of $1 billion.
I don't think it's going to land in the middle. I think it's going to go one way or the other. And I'll tell you what I think is going to happen here. So I think this may be the first time Disney successfully switches a franchise away from a boy brand to a girl brand. And the reason is Taylor Swift. This song, everybody's going gaga about it. And I was told, well, maybe it's just Taylor's popular and Toy Story is not going to be as popular now. I actually think that there's a better than 50% chance this grabs the Inside Out 2 crowd. And if it does that, then it becomes a girl anthem film. I think that's a possibility. I also think it's possible that it's woke and that the journalists just aren't telling us that yet. And if that's the case and they kind of cobweb Woody and Buzz, it could come in and make $800 million, which I think would be a huge disappointment. But I don't think it's going to sit in the middle. I think this is going one way or the other. This is either going to be in contention for the biggest film of the year at the box office, or it's going to be less than $1 billion and a sad situation for Disney.
I think it won't flop. I can say that pretty confidently.
Yeah, not going to flop. It almost can't flop.
Yeah.
It almost can't, because we're going to assume it's got a $250 million spend on it for production, probably $150 for marketing. That's going to put it at an $800 million break even, and it's going to get $800 million.
Well, and Swifties in the filmish, you know.
It's a genius move to have her come on there and sing the song with Randy Newman. I mean, it's just that was genius marketing.
Yeah, I'm not going to see this film. I think I talked about it in a video. Maybe that's tomorrow. I don't know. But I think
it's your job. What do you mean you're not going to go see it? It's your job to watch these things and review them.
Yeah, because I try to prevent other people's pain. But at a certain point, it's sometimes when you smash your toe, you don't want gangrene.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to send you to this instead. Right. Folks, take a look at what we've got right here. It's the Moana trailer. Oh, no. Tale of two films, okay? Box office theory. Sean Robbins is reporting on the live-action Moana, which is not going well. No. It says Moana is latest live action coming out after Toy Story 5, infectious song lineup, animated sequel, online reactions, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. Let's just get to it, okay? So Sean Robbins has the 3-day on Toy Story at 165. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm with that. And he's got the domestic at 516. I know I'm supposed to be talking about Moana, but at 516, if you say the international's more than that, he's right on 1.2 billion as well. All right, let's go down to Moana. Here's the problem. Oh, available. Well, I know what it says anyway. All right, Sean, I know what you're saying. Sean Robbins is saying that Moana's going to make about 90 to 105, which puts it right in line with Mandalorian numbers. So Moana's at Mandalorian numbers, and I'll show you this too. The last trailer just came out for Moana, and it's got about half of the responses are dislikes. And it's got to be the fact that this is just terrible, awful CGI. We can't play these things very much. I'm going to try to play this, okay? We got to stay within 5 seconds, or else Disney takes all the money. All right, they'll hit us with a copyright. 5 seconds on the clock, 33 seconds, going to 38. Here we go, folks. I'll show you why this movie's getting all this hate. 3, 2, 1.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Got it. We got it, folks. We got it. We got the whole line, and they're not going to get a dime from us. All right, what else we got here from Moana? What else can we show that gives an inclination, an indication? Oh, here we go. He's going to break some rocks. Everybody ready for the rocks? Starting at 39 seconds. We got 5 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Away, you're welcome. This mission.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to take a hot take here. Carrie, Lauren, Lou, anybody who wants to weigh in, have at it. I think Moana is about to take the profits of Toy Story. I think this is the problem for Disney, is that they damaged the Moana franchise. They are using this as a quick cash grab, and I think this is going to be a mega flop. This one is really expensive. The break-even's crazy. It's Snow White crazy. And I think the losses on Moana are going to suck away some of the fun of Toy Story.
It's worse than that.
Really?
That's my line. Wow.
Yeah.
I maintain that Toy Story 5 is not going to do as well as you think. It will not be a flop, but I don't think it's going to be $1 billion movie. What are you talking about?
I said it was going to go one way or the other. Now you're sticking me with the top end.
What I'm telling you is that the audience has been sending a very clear signal to Hollywood this year. They're done with sequels and remakes. They want new original properties, and they don't necessarily want great big expensive blockbusters. I think that the reaction that you're getting is solely to Taylor Swift so far. I don't think Toy Story is necessarily still a draw. And if you think that they're going to successfully pivot to a girl brand for Toy Story and retain the entire audience, you're nuts.
Okay, I don't. I think it goes one way or the other. I think that if the ladies show up for this like they did for Inside Out 2, then it'll do Inside Out 2 numbers. I also think that that's not a given. And the reason I can't say how this is going to go is because I haven't seen the movie yet. Until I see the movie, I can't tell you what's in the movie, and I can't tell you how audiences are going to respond. But I can tell you that qualitatively, Toy Story is going to be a very pretty movie. and it's going to be professionally made with Andrew Stanton. And I can tell you that I'm looking at Moana, and I see something that looks just awful. I mean, it's barely live action. It's mostly CGI, and it's plastic. And I think people are turned off from it. Majorly.
And The Rock looks ancient. Can we say that?
Lou,
He looks positively ancient in these clips.
Just because he's wearing a plastic rubber suit.
And the wig doesn't help either. So,
At this very moment, I am furiously trying to find a paused moment where I can show off just how bad The Rock looks. Lou, keep going. Give me patter until I can get there.
Well, patter, let's see. There he is.
Got it.
He is. It's like the old man in the sea, maybe, but...
He looks like... Who does he? He looks like Fabio... No... I don't know.
He's kind of somewhere between Jay Silverheels and I don't know.
It just doesn't work. Okay, here's why this is going to be uncanny valley time. The Rock lost a lot of weight. He is also, I believe, in his 50s. So when you lose a lot of weight in your 50s, culture is always talking about buccal fat culture. What is that?
It's the stuff that people are cutting out of their cheeks to make them have a more gaunt appearance.
When you're older and you lose a lot of weight, that's one of the places that it leaves. And the problem is The Rock looks older in his facial features in this movie, and yet they've given him a giant muscle rubber suit because he lost a lot of weight, so he can't look like that anymore. They've given him a giant muscle suit that looks like it's 20 years old. So when you couple 50-year-old face with 20-year-old rubber suit body, it's just bizarro world. It's
and
just
Margaret
bizarre.
Hamilton's wig.
The problem is he looks like Aunt Dwayne.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh
Here it
yeah,
is.
look at this.
Yeah, it's
It looks
solid.
like the next thing he's going to say is, "Moana, you go on without me. I'm going to rest right here."
I mean, the bodysuit doesn't look real at all. It doesn't even match his face, like the skin tone.
I like the fact that it's like he's a demigod. He doesn't need them.
Hang on a second. I'm zooming in. No nips. You're
He
right.
gave them to Batman.
No nips. I don't know what to say.
I just have a question. You said this is a very expensive movie to make.
Very.
But the CGI looks so cheap.
Yep.
And I was looking at an old Disney. I was looking at Mary Poppins recently, and the animation in Mary Poppins looks better from the 60s. What are they spending all the money on?
Okay, so when they make a movie like Lion King, where it is supposed to be photorealistic CGI, it's really expensive. It's super expensive. And so they're living in the worst of both worlds. It's live action, so they have all the costs of paying for The Rock to be there and to have the actors there and to have all of the camera crew there. And they have all the costs of making a photorealistic CGI movie because essentially these actors are just stuck in this world that is 90% the same as cartoon Moana, but with a different lighting, and textures that are supposed to be more realistic. So you're coupling together two films into one, and it's just an extremely expensive process.
I am looking it up, and they say they don't know specifically what he got paid for this, but, quote, the project is part of a series of record-breaking payments, with industry reports indicating his recent income has reached over $50 million per film.
I'd like some of that, please, Mr.
So
Rock.
you want to know where the money went? It went to the guy before they put the funny suit on him and the funny wig. So,
well, for $50 million, I'd put on a giant muscle bodysuit that doesn't match my face.
A worse wig for $50 million. Hell, I'll make you a deal. I'll do it for $25 million. Okay.
That's right. They told him, they said, there's no nipples on this suit. He said, hey, give me another $1 million. I'll get in it. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody here on the panel think that Toy Story is going to flop?
No, not flop. And I'm not trying to say that it's going to be a disaster. I'm just saying that I don't think that it still has the same pull that it had in the first movies. I think that it's probably going to be a declining property.
We have a 30-year separation, so the number of tickets being sold, I agree with you. The number of tickets will be fewer. I don't know necessarily how much that's going to affect the bottom line. So when it comes to Toy Story, 30 years, plus the quorum numbers are kind of concerning for me because only about 51% of the people surveyed are interested in seeing it in theaters, are willing to pay to go see it in theaters.
There's another thing we haven't talked about with Toy Story, which is one of the reasons that I think it may impact the box office, and that is that a number of the actors that played the secondary characters are no longer with us.
Yes.
And you've got Tom Hanks and Tim Allen and Joan Cusack all sounding much older, and I think that's going to impact the audience perception.
Did you see Joan on the red carpet?
I did.
I won't say anything about it. How's that?
She stepped away from acting for 6-7 years, maybe longer, because she wanted to live a normal life.
She seems like a lovely lady. The cadence of her speech,
it's odd. Yeah.
Is different than it was. There you go. All right. So we'll see, folks. This is the other variable in Toy Story. And Lauren is exactly right. One of the things I cannot say until we see the film is if they sound geriatric, then change everything that I've said about Toy Story. That will be very off-putting, and it doesn't have a 3X leg out, right? I don't think that Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are going to do that. But I worry about some of the other actors, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But it's a tale of two films, folks. Moana looking like it very well could lose them Snow White money. Toy Story, a better bet. But you tell us, which way is it going to go, and how many billions go which way, which go down, which goes up? We'd love to hear from you, folks. Share your thoughts right now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out the video today. It's such a pleasure every time we get to endeavor together, explaining entertainment and keeping you ahead of the culture curve. If you would be so kind, folks, swerve on down to that like button wherever you may find it and click it, please. It helps us. And you are the gigawatts that send us far and wide across the fruited plains of YouTube. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.